Hi Leo, this is Prism Caverns with your reading for I almost said April 1st. May 1st through the 12th, 2018. So when I was shuffling for you guys, I really feel like Leos have are having a really difficult time releasing things from the past. See, Leos try to talk to their friends and they try talking to people because everyone says talk about your feelings, get it out. And Leos have tried to do that, but it seems like Leos, their hurt has dragged on for so long that now it's starting to seep into the lives of their friends. You seen that? Three of Cups in the reverse. The challenge for these weeks, Leo, is knowing when to let shit go. I know last week I was talking about, having fake friends and needing to cut people off, even if it's a childhood friend, and we have already. A lot of us have done that. But now that we've done that, we feel like you want to cut off more. And you want to cut off more because you still have pain. And you feel like what you've had to let go of isn't enough to avenge your sorrows, to avenge your past pain. So then you start digging in further deeper. You're starting to make a mountain out of a molehill. When you start making a mountain out of a molehill, okay, where's my card? It's right here. Oh, bottom of the deck is the Tower in the reverse. Do you see how the cloud of smoke, where the tower should be right side up, do you see the smoke with it being in the reverse, and there's a heart in it? You don't want to let things go. You don't actually want things to go kaboom. The problem is you're always, not you're always, but this week you are definitely making things go kaboom. Oh, Leos are so friendly and so open-hearted and so big-hearted that when you give, and people take, and do behind your back. We make a mountain out of a molehill. What went from, doing something with your best friend as children, being 15, 16 years old, remembering that. And then remembering like what we're going through right now, and then you're like, you're comparing the two, and this time the past has nothing to do with the present. And you're trying to find correlation between the two, but there simply is not. And while you're trying to figure out the correlation and try to put the pieces together and trying to, know what really happened between this person or that person, or know what they said or she said or he said, or what they said and who's doing what and why they're doing those things. You're starting to become somebody that you don't like during this time when you're supposed to be letting things go so that better things can come back in. Here we go with the Page of Cups. Upright. So you have your subconscious is talking to you. You know, your Jiminy Crickets has been talking to you. Your inner child's been talking to you, saying, "Damn, don't you think you went too far, Leo? Your pain is starting to seep into the lives of others." Your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or, you know, if you're single, then like you're either pushing people away. No, that's definitely what you're doing. So you did cut off like 1 or 2 people already, and now you're just like, you're the scared person with the gun this week. Emotional. I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say out of control, but emotional came out. You might be emotionally out of control this week, Leo. Yeah, 10 of Swords. This sounds a lot like Cancer's reading from last week. I was going to say last year from last week. Your the thoughts from the past. Look at that. That goes pretty far back. Those thoughts go really far back. 10 years, the last 10 months, the last 10 weeks, the last 10 days. Just, you've been badgering yourself. Chasing your own tail and just beating yourself up over the same shit. You're beating a dead horse. And it's like you're in like La La Land about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like reminiscing about all the bad things that happened to you in your recent past relationship. With a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Like you're just going over it over and 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 over. And then it starts to spill out. And you think your future friends or your current friends are doing what your ex was doing. Or you somehow think that old friends have something to do with, like, things that happened. Page of Coins jumped out right before the tiger's eye. Some of you might even be like having a really big crush on someone that the rest of your community or society would think less of. So you have to hide a crush that you have on somebody. That just came out for, I don't know who the fuck it was, but it just came out. You have to hide your love. But Leos are like, they're being crushed under the weight of the pressure that they're putting on everybody else. This is a really heartfelt reading for Leos because they don't want to go backwards. They don't want to go backwards. But they don't want to go forward either. But they don't want to be stuck. But it's like they can't move forward. And it's not out of fear. I know a lot of people say, oh, you know, it's because, you know, Leo is experiencing fear. And yeah, we could be experiencing fear of like moving forward because, you know, our past has repeated itself over and over. And now we've learned the cycles, you know, and what it is that we must do. The future of success and happiness awaits us, or awaits you, Scorpio. Oh, whoa. Awaits you, Leo. Some of you Leos might have been born very early. Very, very early. Maybe a lot of you were meant to be born Scorpios because you found out, you know, maybe your mother drank too much while she was pregnant with you and you came out of Leo. Whoa, it out. Yeah, we're just kind of depressed these 2 weeks. I'm not really sure how the card landed, but it feels good with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. When I put it up this way, it makes me feel like that's what everyone else wants me to believe. When I put it this way, it feels right. So Leos are starting to realize no one really gives a shit about them. No matter how much they say that they do. Whether it's friends or family or whatever. And it seems like the one person that does care about us, we always push them away. And we just want someone to think of us before they think of themselves. Like, what about me? Like, Leos just want someone to give them a chance. Leos were never given a chance since they were a kid. I think a lot of Leos were born to mothers who were like already on drugs or who were already drinkers. And I think a lot of Leos had experience growing up with mothers who were junkies or, like I said, alcoholics, and you kind of didn't have a chance. That's what it is. And people just don't get it because, I mean, Knight of Pentacles. I mean, who would? Who could get something like that? Like, nobody understands what you're going through right now, but I do, and I want you to know that this week is about being thankful for your obstacles and the bullshit you've had to go through growing up. And I say be thankful because this is something that has strengthened you. Okay. This is the reason why you're the king. This is why you're the queen. This is why you're so pure at heart. This is why you're so giving. Kind of like Aries, you know, having to go through some really terrible shit. Really terrible shit. So that we can teach people about what real love is. Because only we've experienced true hate from those that we thought were supposed to love us. Were supposed to take care of us, but they didn't. They actually threw us to the fire before we could crawl or walk. So we got green and white. Leo, you are some of the most courageous people that I know out there, and that's because Leos have gone through a lot of shit that they're starting to